Southwest is a mess. China is open. What they really wanted for Christmas gifts this season, cemetery tours, and more. But what about this? Virtual travel from your sofa, like a travel, like a pre-game game. Let's get into it. I'm your girl, Tamara Travels, and welcome back to Coffee and Travel. I'm your foodie couples travel expert from the Travel Love Agency. Now for today's travel chat. Southwest is a mess. You've heard about it. They've canceled officially over 3,000 flights. And apologizing. They're basically saying they're having a technology meltdown. Now, this is what I want to know. Is Southwest or any carrier allowed to have a technology meltdown in 2023 or 2022? This is ridiculous, y'all. They're going to have to face some fines from the government. But this is kind of ridiculous. There are people stuck everywhere because of this. And something has to give. I mean, they book these flights. They have travel personnel on the flights. They can't get paid. They can't get scheduled. This is an entire mess. How do y'all feel about this? I want to know. Talk to your girl about how you feel about this. Now, this happens every so often. They're allowed to make some hiccups and, maybe cancel some flights due to weather. But this doesn't sound like weather related. And I personally think the information they're giving us, the apology they provided was a little bogus, okay? But that's my views. I want to know what you all feel. Speaking of flights, babies in first class. It's a hot button. I love the children just like the next person, but should babies be allowed in first class? There's a story that came out about a woman who does a lot of her business travel during the week, and she had a flight from her home to a location to conduct some business. And the flight was 2 hours long. She had fully prepared for this flight and she was preparing to work. She got seated next to a mom and her baby, and the baby caused some disruption to where she wasn't allowed to work the schedule she would normally work. Like, what do we feel about this? Like I said, I love babies. Would I take my baby on a first class flight? Probably not, because I assume a lot of times in first class that's going to be a business traveler. Kids do what kids do. They're not going to sleep the entire time. They're not going to be still. They're going to cause a disruption. And I would think personally that I'm creating a disruption for someone else due to my child being a baby. Now, I don't know. I would love to know your views. If you have a different take, a different view, I also understand the methodology that if the parent pays for the ticket, the child should be allowed to stay there. I get it. But I guess this is the challenge that I would not want to know. Can we create a section for babies in first class? I don't know. Babies are always disruptive. They're babies. That's what babies do. So I don't know. To note, all major airlines allow infants. There are no age restrictions on flying where you want to fly on the plane. But I would love to know, what are your ideas? What are your take? What do you feel? Okay, speaking of flying as well, China is officially reopening on January 8th after 3 years, guys. This is huge. This is huge. China was one of the stricter places, destinations that during the COVID situation, they had to pivot a little bit differently. So they're officially ending the quarantine requirement for inbound travelers and the requirements of that they would have in their local country. So this is huge. Movement and travel is going right back to where it was, except it's doubling over. We're going to have a lot of new flights, hopefully to China and to other locations, just because travel is getting so big at the same time. But with the situations like with Southwest's experiences, do we have flying confidence? Are we confident that these airlines are going to get it together in time for this wave season, which is around April, and also the summer travel season? Let me know what y'all think. Okay. Viator. Viator is a website that allows you to book excursions. It is something that um, common people use and also travel agents use to help their customers or help our customers navigate the world of excursions when they're traveling. I absolutely love the site and I think it is great. And I'll put my link in the description box if you would like to learn more about it. But this is what I got to share with you all. So apparently, they have done some research, a survey, and I love this. The 2022 fastest growing travel experiences or excursions. Here is the fastest growing, the top three fastest growing experiences or excursions according to Viator's research. Number one, electric bikes. You all, when we went to Greece this summer, we had an electric bike experience. It was the most incredible, thrilling, easiest experience ever. I loved it for so many reasons. Number one, when you're exploring a city, you don't always want to do that on foot, especially a location like Greece that is very hot and you can't cover a lot of ground. Well, we rented these bikes, these electric bikes. It was actually the fat tire bike. So it had a big fat tire in the front. It was amazing. And we had a course and someone that navigated us through different locations of the city, and we were allowed to explore. And it was just incredible with really no sweat because the bike does most of the work. Okay, so this is number one with Viator's list as far as fastest growing excursion. Definitely do that, and I'll link my experience, the tour experience that I had, in the description box. Number two, cemetery walking tours. Y'all, I'm the scariest non-zombie, non non-zombie, no monsters over here. A cemetery tour could be a great adventure, especially in locations like New Orleans, where there's known for cemetery adventures. Like the cemetery is a big deal in some places. So cemetery tours are one to check out, especially if you're a little bit out of the ordinary and you like out of the ordinary things. Number three, chef guided food tours. I think this is incredible. I've never really heard of such, so I'm excited that this is going this direction. I've done some foodie tours and things like that, but a chef guided, you're going to have a different experience from the eyes, the ears, the hands of a chef. So definitely think about that on your next trip, a chef guided tour. Moving on. Okay, this is juicy. We know the holidays just passed us, but there's still time. Valentine's Day, we got to get this together. Okay, couples. Surveys say that the travel top surveys say travel tops the list of experiences that people hope to be surprised with for Christmas. They did not want that belt. They did not want their shoes. Not really. I mean, they're going to wear the belt and wear the shoes, but they wanted a travel experience. Let me tell you more. So during the survey, 100% people were surveyed. 77 wanted a travel experience, you guys, as a gift. I think because travel is one of those things that everybody kind of wants to do, but nobody may not want to pay for. So it becomes the perfect exchange, the perfect gift. Okay, let's go on. They wanted travel over physical gifts. 77% of Americans wanted travel over physical gifts. And my thing is with physical gifts, y'all may not like this, but this is the truth. Physical gifts we can get anytime we want. You know, you go to the mall, you get the gift. It's pretty simple. Travel gift, again, is a better surprise, a more thoughtful surprise. It offers rest, relaxation, adventure, exploration, a foodie experience, and a time to be together. So I think that's why the survey leaned in this direction. So if you gave out too many box gifts, take them back and send them a travel gift instead. Okay, moving on. 66% wanted surprise travel. That basically means, hey, we're going to X place. next weekend for your Christmas gift. Or next year, we're going to cruise for your Christmas gift. Wonderful. 50% wanted concert tickets. Still an experience over a gift. Janet Jackson's coming. I want that ticket. That ticket is just as expensive as a diamond necklace. VIP, luxury, something totally different that is a little bit harder to gift yourself. Do y'all feel me? 36% want food tours or a cooking class. Huge. Food tours, something you don't always think about gifting yourself. Cooking class, something you don't always think about gifting yourself either, but it is an experience that you do want to have. Okay. 31% said beer, wine tasting adventure would have been great for them. The distilleries are wonderful for that. Wine country, Sonoma Valley, Napa Valley, wonderful. Wrap a gift, the experience with travel. That's what I say. Okay. 29% wanted a trip to a museum. These are so simple, and not a pair of sneakers, not another tie, not another this, not another that. Y'all, experience, especially because we've been cooped up in the house for a long time. Okay. Okay. So last, we're talking about this. Virtual travel experiences. Stop what you've heard. No, you heard something about this before. This is not the same thing. This is a company called Be Yonder. Be Yonder. I will link everything in the description box below. And basically, there are all these different locations, destinations. We have Egypt, Norway, New York, Turkey, Argentina, Brazil, French Quarter, New Zealand, and many, many more that are available from your sofa. You can click on, go on the website, schedule a time that you want to have a virtual travel experience at one of many destinations and have that experience sitting on your sofa. Now, what I would use this for is if I were booking travel for someone and I say I gave them a quote of 3 locations they never really thought would be of interest to them, I would share with them 3 links from this experience so they can get to see, feel, get a vibe for which one serves them best. Sometimes we don't want to be as surprised. We kind of want to know what the feeling is beforehand. And a photo, y'all, just does not do it. Sometimes a video doesn't do it. But seeing a virtual experience, a virtual tour of the location is a big deal. BeYonder.com. Live interactive tours. That's all I got for today, y'all. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Come back and see me on Thursday at 1:15. I'll be right here for travel and chatting. Okay, y'all. Love you. Peace. Bye.